Hey guys, Michelle here at Will's Chiropractic with our Monday tips. Today we're going to be talking about the core, and as you can see, I've got my stability ball out, and we're going to talk a little bit about this and two different moves that you can do on the ball to help build up that core strength. Now, first of all, core strength, people usually think just your common crunch, which is obviously a core move, and that's actually going to be my first move I'll show you today. But you want to make sure you're training the whole entire core. Think of like your spine as an apple core, and there's meat all the way around it. We've got muscles all the way around that we need to help make sure that they're engaged and working evenly from all directions to help with our stability. So first things first, when you're using a ball, is you want to make sure that you have the right size for you. As you can tell, when I'm sitting here, I've got my knee and my hip are almost perfectly in line here. You want to make sure your knees aren't up super high or that you're hovering over the ball like this. You want to make sure it's just nice straight line here in the lap, like a tabletop. So that's your first step. What I'm going to show you right now is going to be a crunch on the ball. Now, the cool thing about the ball is you get a little bit more extension in the back with control. If you're on the floor, you're going to be in that flat position. With the ball, you get to come back a little bit further. So I'm going to lay down and I'm going to walk you through a couple different tips that I tell people to do and not do when they're doing on the ball. So you want to walk out and have your feet underneath your knees. Your back has a nice little arch in it, supported by the ball. Hands are going to come up either by your ears, or you can make a fist and put them by your ears, but you don't want to latch on behind the head because that's going to give you the tendency to pull on your neck instead of using your core. So hands by your ears, and we're going to exhale as you come up, contract the core, and then drop back down. Notice I'm coming down a little bit further, getting that big stretch through my abdominal muscles, and then bringing it back up. So that's your crunch right there, just up and down. Start working on sets of 5, 10, 15, whatever your ability lets you do, and do 3 sets of those. On the flip side of that, we work the abdominal muscles here. We're gonna flip over and I'm gonna show you an extension. So you just take your feet down on the floor. You wanna have your feet out. The wider you have your feet, the more stability you're gonna have, but you wanna challenge yourself to come in a little bit closer as you get better at this move. So tuck your toes into the floor, you come up on your belly, hands come up by your ears again, and then you're just nice and controlled, gonna raise up, and then you're gonna lower back down. Same thing with the crunch. You're gonna relax over top of the ball. When you come up, you don't wanna overextend that position. You wanna think a nice straight line from your ankles all the way up to your shoulders, and then drop back down. And again, exactly like the crunches, you want to think about nice controlled 5, 10, 15 reps depending on what your fitness level is at this time, but you want to keep increasing those as you get better at them. So those are your 2 basic core moves. It's the front, the back, helps with your stability. And just another tidbit for you guys, with kids being at home right now, you know, everyone's getting ready to go back to school, but some really neat tip that I use for my kids when they're playing video games. Yes, they play video games at home, but I have them actually sit on a stability ball at home when they're playing their game times. They also do it at the computer desk when they're doing their schoolwork at home as well. So it just makes them engaged. You can't slouch very easily on an exercise ball. It automatically forces you to up that upright position, engage in the core. You have to stabilize to keep on the ball. So it's just a good tool to have in the house. I don't usually say people have to buy something, but if there was something you were going to invest in, they're very inexpensive and phenomenal tools to have in your house for everybody involved. So go out and get your exercise balls. You guys have a fantastic Monday, and we'll see you next week.